America just won the next 100 years. While many bet against America, a massive geopolitical realignment unfolded quietly. In weeks, the U.S. dismantled Iran's regime, secured energy dominance, and reinforced the petrodollar, proving empire doubters wrong. 1. The regime is already gone. Iran didn't lose the war, it has already lost. Operation Epic Fury, Feb 28, 2026, devastated its capabilities. Of roughly 2,500 ballistic missiles, 2,410 were fired or destroyed in 10 days. Launch rates fell 92%. Of roughly 70% of 500 missile launchers disabled, 1,700 plus military industrial assets hit, crippling production. Navy erased. No Iranian ships underway in key waters. 100 plus vessels sunk. Khamenei killed day one. Chain of command shattered. Son Mojtaba installed as a weak successor. Strikes now target minor sites, checkpoints, local IRGC, signaling major threats neutralized. The regime, already fragile after crushing massive January 2026 protests, was primed for collapse. Bombs accelerated it. 2. Who really closed the Strait of Hormuz? Iran announced closure, but the real block came via insurance and finance, not just military threats. Major P&I clubs canceled war risk coverage. Reinsurers pulled support. Lloyd's expanded high-risk zones. Premiums surged 25x, strait commercially impassable. U.S. stayed quiet on reopening, then offered $20 billion government-backed reinsurance via DFC and Chubb, making Washington the gatekeeper. Why? Closure hurts rivals most. 84% of Hormuz oil and LNG goes to Asia, China 38%. Europe hit hard by Qatar LNG disruptions. U.S. net oil exporter barely affected. It pressures China and Europe without direct cost to America. Strategic leverage disguised as crisis. 3. The bigger board. This fits a pattern. January 2026, U.S. seized Maduro in Venezuela, world's largest oil reserves, rerouted sales to U.S. firms away from China and Russia, and dollar bypass. Iran followed, dismantled regime plus closed strait. Both targeted anti-petrodollar players. Now, global energy flows bend to U.S. will. Tied to AI dominance, the White House plans 2025 AI Action Plan, Energy Dominance Council, and Genesis Mission demand cheap U.S. energy, expensive for competitors. Hormuz control enforces that asymmetry. Europe pulled into Gulf security. China burns reserves, 45 to 50% oil imports via Hormuz, weakening its Taiwan and trade stance. IV. On the bears. Critics cry overreach, debt, dollar decline. War's cost, yes, but waiting would have let China finish building a dollar-free energy system via Iran and Venezuela. America struck deliberately before that noose tightened. Decline narratives miss how threats provoke decisive action. In months, the U.S. seized top oil reserves, gate-kept rivals' energy, dismantled China's decade-long project, and entrenched dollar AI lead. The regime is gone. China drains reserves. Europe pays up. America controls energy choke points and the future. The American century wasn't ending. It was renewed.